Okay. I really have to apologise to everybody. It's been a couple of days since I've had anything to upload. It's not because I haven't been creating content. It's because the content hasn't been suitable for being uploaded. There's this little S&P function on this camera. So it takes photos, it takes movies, and it does slow motion. The thing is though, when I push the button, there's enough of a delay in there for my brain not to register it, so it pushes it again. And then it changes to what it changed to before, and then I look away and it changes another time. And then I don't pay much attention. I need to, because there's a little icon up there on the screen. And yeah, so I've done the last 2 days worth of content and it's been in slow motion, which means, and I can't even speed it up because there's no audio recorded with it when it does the slow motion, which is a bit sad. Anyway, and my stuff is all spontaneous. This is just me ad-libbing. This is what I do. The whole reason I want to make this channel is just for me to share with you what I'm doing. So I'm not going to go back out and do it all again. I don't even remember everything I said. So that was a bit sad. And I just did it again now. I did a whole 15 minutes. And I knew there was something wrong as soon as I seen how long that file was. So anyway, I'm pretty certain I've got this thing recording properly now. I can see the audio going up and down, and we're moving on. First thing I did today, this was something project that I talked about yesterday that unfortunately we don't have the video on what it is. I made a little handheld tripod for this camera and it's nearly complete. I'm waiting to get the Bluetooth remote control that's going to go in here. I'm just going to stick it with double-sided sticky tape, and then that'll be one of those handheld things with the buttons to push on it. It's got a mounting point here for a 1/4-inch screw, but you'll notice it's not the right angle. What I'm doing, what I found, rather than print, I was looking at printing one of those GoPro style mounts with the interlocking fingers. I'm sure I've got one here somewhere. Had one, oh yeah, one of these guys. I was looking at printing one of those. If I got it right, you can't quite see it in there, right? But I feel that they're always a bit fragile, and I could have done it. But a quick look on eBay, for a couple of dollars, I can buy 2 parts separately for different problems that are made out of aluminium. So there's one that is the bottom half of this base, and without the clip, it's got the round circle with the 1/4-inch hole in it that screws onto a camera tripod base. And the other half is a mount, so you can use a GoPro mount, one of these clippy ones, with your camera. So it's got the 1/4-inch screw in it. So putting those two together means it screws into here, and I've got the turny bit that screws into the bottom of the camera, and it then gives me the rotation around that point, because this articulates. If I can splay it out like that, and I've got a nice tiny little tripod to plonk on the table. And now that was only 4 hours printing. I've done it in PACF, so it's really solid. Like 85% infill around the bit up here where the screws go through, and then I've dropped it down to just 20% down the rest, so it's light. When I get those bits, they should come in the next couple of days. I'll put them all together and I'll show you what the final product looks like, because the whole idea is that it's going to have the camera mounted on there, and you can just hold it there and film with it, or plonk it on the table. And I want that because it's a bit better than this big clunky aluminium thing that I've got on here at the moment. So that was that project. The other project, which has been an ongoing project for probably about 6 months now, we had Optus, the second biggest telecommunication operator here in Australia, go down last year. And that has prompted me to revisit this, which is something that I did a search for as soon as that happened, the day that happened, once the internet came back on. I'm not an advocate of this. I haven't got any, there's no sponsorship or anything. I searched for this and got it on AliExpress. That's the brand name if you want to get one. This is a Simplex repeater controller. What it actually is is a store and forward controller with at least 30 seconds. I think it's got a couple of minutes of audio recording space in here, which means you can hook it up to a U-Butte little UHF CB radio like this one that I've got here for $80. Came with the antenna mount, the antenna and everything. And what it'll do, you transmit to it, that little radio receives it, records it on here. When the mute closes and the receive stops, this thing then PTTs and plays the audio back. So put a walkie-talkie into even something simple like this into all of my family vehicles. That way, if we lose communication anywhere, this little beauty is going to allow us to stay in touch, because you see, I've got a place up in the hills which sees all of Adelaide, all of it, from the Southern Expressway, the top of the Southern Expressway. In the morning you can see the lights coming down that, all the way out past Gawler, out that way. So I have complete coverage around there. I'm not certain what it is over the other side of the range, but being on the top of the range, I think that's going to be pretty good as well. Anyway, that means that 500 milliwatts from these guys with two AA batteries in them is more than enough to hit that repeater, and the whole family can stay in touch. In fact, if I have to, I can leave one of these in the kids' school bag. They're not going to know. So this was a nice cheap little UHF CB radio. Works really good. Only thing is the microphone doesn't have a plug. I mean, cost saving, plug's probably another $5. So I had to splice one of these into here so that I can have a plug which I can then plug the Simplex repeater into. So that was a little mod that I did to this radio. Just thinking about it now, I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, no, that should be fine. Yeah, so replace the microphone with this. I've got a solar charger, a couple of deep cycle lead acid, some lead gel batteries and some 10-watt solar panels up there. That should be completely self-contained and should work for years. So that was the second project. I'm trying to think if there was anything else going on right now. They're the two things that I want to work on this weekend. I think I've pretty well done everything else right now. I know there's been some things that I said that I was going to do a few months back that I haven't yet, so please nudge me and let me know if you urgently want to hear more about those. I had somebody who's very interested in the silicon carbide crucible for melting metals in the microwave oven. I've just found another microwave oven on the side of the road that I want to try out with that. I gave it a quick whiz the other day and it looks like it gets hot. And I've got some of these gears, a few more. I want to revisit the wire braider. I definitely want to continue with that one. So there's been some people that have been interested in that. So that's where we're at now. I reckon I'm missing something because there was another 5 minutes in the other video of stuff that I did, but they were the Simplex repeater and the tripod, the little mini tripod, are my major projects. I think for this weekend. There's some other things I'm running around I've got to do. You'll see me, I'll keep you updated on those things. So I won't bore you any longer. I think that was probably a quicker and simpler one because I've taken the time now to revisit this and do what I've talked about. Oh, there was the third thing. The walkie-talkies. I will do a dedicated video on these. I don't want to just leave the things rattling around in the car. I've got first aid kits in the car, these things. I'm redoing them now. There's the old ones. These are new ones. I've just started about a month ago. I'm getting happy to where this one is. So I'm doing a few. They're numbered, one for each car that we've got. And I'll open one of these out and put everything on the floor and show you what I've put in there. After having these things in the car for 15 years, I was really not happy with the St. John first aid kit, the Band-Aid and a bit of gauze. Did not make me happy at all. So I've got these. I've taken things out that I've never used. I've put things in them. Probably the only thing I still need to add to this one is some decent tincture of iodine, a good antiseptic. So these are nearly done, and when I've sorted them out, I will lay one of these out and give you all the detail and rundown on everything that's in there, because it's not just a first aid kit. So yeah, that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed it. hit that like and subscribe. I've been really happy. I've been getting a lot of people, and I want to try and reply to all of your comments. If you have any, please just ask, because I'm interested in making more content that you guys want. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.